You can see my pimple still. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have another haul for you. It is a Paranormal Divination Haul, and yes, it's more than 2 items because my last haul was just 2 items. I have a plethora of items to show you today, from books, decks, devices, all that jazz. So we're gonna head on over to my table and we'll get started. I'm gonna try to go in a specific order just to have timestamps for you guys. So first, this cute cat bag. Now, if you guys saw my last haul video, you'd know that I unfortunately got a lunch bag that I thought was another kind of bag, and I didn't feel safe putting my paranormal devices in there, so I went to look for another bag and I got this really cute huge cat bag. It's very spacious. It's in the shape of a trick-or-treat bag is the best way to put it, but it's huge, so more than enough space to put all my new Paranormal Tech in here. The next item is a new phone stand, which I'm actually using right now for recording purposes. The one I used to use was way smaller than this. This is my old one. It's really tiny. That's like the highest it can go. So I had to prop it on a few Oracle deck boxes to be at a certain height for recording, which was really annoying after a while. So I'm like, let me just get a new taller phone stand. So this is the one that I am now currently using, and it has different functions to stand it up, way taller than this little guy here. Another random thing that I got is screen protectors, specifically the flimsy thin ones for you to cut. So it's a trimmable screen protector, because nowadays they're making the hard, what is it called, plexiglass ones. You cannot cut those because then you're just gonna fuck it up. These you can cut, so I got this specifically to put on the screens of my paranormal equipment so that they don't get scratched. Next, I want to show you some journals, or should I say notebooks? Would they be journals? I have no idea. So you guys know that I have my Book of the Dead. If you don't know, look at my past videos. I explain what my Book of the Dead is. It's a specific one where I put my final entries based on the sessions that I had for Tarot with the Dead or my paranormal vlogs. I stick in there pictures that I took during the session, detailed notes, date the session occurred, names who came up, ages, dates of births, date of death, cause of death, all that stuff. That's what I put in my Book of the Dead. But the book was too huge, and I also didn't want it to look very, like, I didn't want it full of scribbles. I wanted it to look neat and documented for me to look back on. So I'm like, I need something though that allows me to just do freehand scribbling while I'm doing sessions. And that's why I got these journals that I'm gonna show you, or these notebooks. So this one is a spiral type of journal or notebook. And I like this one because it has a section for you to put the date, and it also has a section for you to mark what day it is. Some of you guys may know that days have certain meanings on their own, so we can use that towards our readings or the energy that comes through. There's a section up here for me to put the time that the session starts and ends, which I normally put on that too. I can see that being some sort of connection, you know, with numerology and things like that. So that's what I like about this journal specifically. This one, it's a thick one. I specifically looked for thick journals. This one I think is 360 pages. This next journal I think is 720 pages. So this one is a fat one. It's a little bit smaller than the spiral notebook journal. I thought I was getting the black version though. I was kind of bummed that it's red. I also don't like that it has this on the front, but if you guys want to read that there. And this one also, like the other one, has a spot for the date and for memo. I don't know, I could put the time on there, but what's cool about this one is that you can also have weather markings here. If you recall what the weather was when you did a reading, you can mark that off. That was pretty neat. So this is a thick one. It's pretty thick. I already started writing in here. I wanted to track what tools I use in readings. And again, this is gonna be more of a freehand notebook slash journal for when I do my paranormal related readings. But I wanted to put a section on what tools I specifically used, just to keep track of which ones spirits might be more attracted to or more active with. Does that make sense? But yeah, this is another more freehand journal notebook that I'm going to be using in the background when I do Tarot with the Dead or paranormal related readings. This one did come with a pen, which is a decent pen. Probably not going to stick to it though, because I'm going to use like colorful pens and stuff when I write in here. Next, I'm going to show you guys the books that I got. Some of these books you might be like, ooh, I don't like that. I'm afraid. To each their own, but I see everything connected to everything in one way or another. The Paranormal Dictionary, Complete User's Guide to Everything Paranormal. This is a fat book, by the way. Very informative to those who want to start dabbling more into the paranormal. This is even for those who have been in the field. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have information. Regardless of how much you think you know, it doesn't hurt to keep studying, right? So this is very helpful to beginners, intermediate, expert, whatever level you are when it comes to the paranormal. I suggest checking this out. It's also a fat read, so if you're patient with reading everything on here, since it is a dictionary, it does literally have words in here written out as if it was a dictionary, like fetish. Why did we come to that one? Fear, I thought that said gorda, like gordita. Fear gorda. Oh, it mentions EMF here. See, EMF. Fear cage. See, things like that. Some of these, I'd be like, what in the hell? So that's why I got this book. But like I said, check it out if you want to learn more about the paranormal, things that the paranormal community discuss on the day by day, or just the lingo that they use. You might be like, what? It'll probably tell you in this book. Dictionary of Demons, Expand and Revised. This one is also a fat book, and as the title says, it is a dictionary, so it does list the names of many demons, their details, their origins, their history, things like that. Some pages have illustrations, which I thought was pretty cool. This is a big read for those who want to know more about demons. And some do say, in order for you to take control or to truly banish a demon, you have to know their name. And most of the time, if not all the time, they will not give it to you. You have to guess. So why not use a dictionary to help you out? And I got a Dictionary of Angels. Of course, if I have demons, I gotta have angels, right? This one is an older book. I think this one came out in the 90s, and it's also fairly thick. I believe it has, yeah, it also has illustrations on here. And like I said, since it is a dictionary, it's gonna be written out as a dictionary. Although I will say it doesn't have too much insight on the angel. You kind of have to do more research on your own, but at least you get the name of the angel and some info on them. So if you want to learn more specifically on each angel, you are going to have to do more research on them, but it has so many names. Random stories, since we're talking about angels. The other night, I was asking who this being, I don't want to say person because they're not a person. I guess one of my guides, I was asking them like, who are you, by the way? Like what is your name? Because you've been with me since I was a child. You've been with me the longest, but I don't remember ever knowing your name. And I asked them, I don't know why I randomly just thought of asking them last night. And mind you, I have not read this book. I barely know anything about angels, but I asked them like, what's your name? And they told me Esribella. And of course, that was like at 3 something in the morning last night when I was talking. And that's what I heard clairaudiently. Is that a word? Clairaudiently? And as soon as I heard it, I went to Google. I was like, what does this mean? What is the origin? Nothing came up for the actual full name, but Esri, the word Esri, I believe, derives from Hebrew, and it means God's help or God's helper or to be helper, something about helper. And I was like, what? I need to look more into that. Ezribella. And they spelled it weird too. When they said it, I didn't see it in our language, our alphabets, if that makes any sense. But I just want to bring that up. That literally happened last night at like 3 something in the morning. Oh, you know what? Let's see if Esri something is in here. Nope. The closest one is Ezriel. But, I mean, if you look up Esri, that info would come up. That it means like helper, God's helper, something like that. The last book that I got is the Encyclopedia of Spirits, which is also a fat book. She thick. And this has info on fairies, genies, demons, ghosts, gods, goddesses. Has a little bit of everything. It doesn't have everything, but a little bit of everything. Considering that I love all of that, I was like, you know what? We're going to add you to my pile of books. I've already started reading this one. I'm up to here. By the way, I already smelled all the books and I love how they all smell. Next, we're going to check out some decks that I got, which kind of match the Encyclopedia of Spirits. The Green Witch Oracle. Let me take this plastic off. Here's a closer look at the books. Very pretty. Oh, that's the inside. Take this paper card condom off. Look at this guidebook. Is it colored? It is colored. We're gonna sniff it. Ooh, it don't smell good. These are the backs. It is glossy. I want to say semi-gloss. It doesn't look super glossy, but it's definitely glossy. These look really nice though. Not gonna look at all of them yet. Look at some of them. Regeneration. Bananas. Oh, that's pretty. And then we'll do the last one. Victory. As usual, any decks that I get will have their own dedicated flip through video, but this is one new deck that I have. Next is the Garden Witch Oracle. Wait, not the Garden Witch. The Green... Wait, hold up. Is this not Green Witch Oracle? The Green Witch's Oracle. Very, similar. Can you imagine if I got the same deck? This is the box. This one has way more colors than the other Green Witch box. I assume... Ooh, even this. The cards will be just as colorful. Oh, this one has no card condom. Let's smell this book. Is it colored? It is. We're gonna sniff it. Okay, this one smells a little better than the other one. This one is, I want to say semi-matte. It's not glossy, but it's not totally matte either. But these are the backs. Look at this. Broom. Ooh, moon. Hearth. I don't know. The pine tree. Harvest. I kind of want to mix both of these decks up to make a mega deck because the art style for both of them are very similar. Literally the name is pretty much the same. Green Witch Oracle, the Green Witch's Oracle. It's pretty much the same thing. So I might just put both of these together and make it one deck. We'll see. But they're both going to get their own flip through video if you guys want to see that later down the line. I switched to my desk. Well, I have two desks. My gaming desk and my divination desk, which is where I'm sitting at now. So some of the items that I wanted to show you guys, but I don't know when they're going to get here, are, I guess, stuffed animals? They're not animals though. Stuffed little dudes. I'll put a picture on the screen. Adorable Beanie Babies, Halloween themed. So I'm excited for those to come in. I'm probably not going to do a video on those guys when they come in, but you're going to randomly see them at my desk when I'm doing videos. But I just want to let you guys know that is also another item that was supposed to be in this video, but I don't know when they're going to get here. I saved the best for last. More Paranormal Tech. The first one, you're probably gonna be like, what? They're little lights. Kind of like, do you guys know what cat balls are? Not like the cat's balls, I mean like cat ball toys. So if you've seen paranormal shows, they started popping up in paranormal shows where they use cat balls. Little cat ball toys that light up whenever they get touched. So this is sort of similar, but it's obviously not a cat ball. It's a little light bullet. They have their own batteries inside already. The one that I got changes different colors. I don't know if the camera's gonna catch the different color variations very well. So the idea is for you to make it as if this is coming undone. Like you want to unscrew it to the point where it needs an actual touch for it to turn on. Some people typically take these little plastic things off to make it a bit more sensitive. The annoying part is though, you have to find the sweet spot. You have to play around with it a little bit, especially if you're gonna use it as like a necklace on a haunted doll or a magic doll that you're trying to use in your readings. You have to find a sweet spot and let it hang for a little bit on its own to make sure that it won't just turn on its own, and then you'll get false readings. So with all of your paranormal tech, you have to always make sure that it's set in the best way possible to not get false readings or interruptions from other devices or things in the area, which I'll go into more detail when I get more paranormal tech. I'll probably do a separate video on that. But this is one of the items that I got, and these are fairly cheap. I think this one was 10 bucks for 24 LED balloon lights. I feel like these are a lot cheaper than the cat balls because, like I said, since those have become a rave in the paranormal community the past few years, some people have been trying to sell them a bit more expensive. They're not super expensive, I don't think. I would suggest getting these guys instead before these guys get too popular and they try to rise the prices. Time for the piece de resistance, which is the Spirit Chat V3 Plus. I did an unboxing video of the device on my TikTok, which I'll include after this little part if you guys want to watch that, or you could just skip it, however, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to show you what came with the Spirit Chat device first. You get this cute 3D printed keychain. This is the company that I got it from, and I got it on their Etsy, GEC Paratech. It also came with this cute little 3D printed ghost. Very cute. Here is their business card. I really love their logo. Here is their info. And you can also get a discount on their direct website. Here's the discount code down there if you guys want to check it out. I got it on their Etsy. I did ask if there's a discount code that I can share with you guys for the Etsy, but I haven't gotten a response on that. But at least you can have a 10% off code on their other website. The device also comes with its own instructions, so highly recommend you guys read it if you decide to get this device yourself. Here is the piece de resistance, the Spirit Chat. It's pretty tiny. It's not that small compared to the Ovilus. This is where you connect your power cable, USB-C. Oh, which actually also came with the device. I just put it away, but it does come with the USB to USB-C cord for you to charge it. I'm not sure why this is open. I'm gonna ask them if it's okay if I put something on top, or if it's supposed to be open. Like, I'm not gonna fill in that, but I want to put something on top of it. So the version I got is the purpley blue version with the blue light. We're gonna boot it up. It does take about 1 to 2 minutes for it to boot up, and once it's fully boot up, it's just gonna start spewing out words. Not that fast like the Ovilus. It does take, I think, 40 to 180 seconds for a word to come out. So there is time for you to ask questions or for you to pause to wait for them to respond as you're asking questions, which is really good because sometimes with the Ovilus, it just says so many words back to back where it gets kind of confusing and it's a little hard to differentiate what point they're trying to get across. I don't know if it'll capture it. Oh, there you go. The little eyeball icon is like an aqua color, teal color, or like a light blue with my naked eye. And then the rest is in a white text. So as the text comes out, which we'll hopefully see shortly, they'll come out white. And then as more words come out, the ones that previously came out will turn the blue color, like the icon there. And then the newer words would show up white. So if we get more than one word, hopefully here as an example, you guys will be able to see what I mean. Right here, oh my God, I was just gonna say my little buddy Elmo is right here. If you guys see, they do have a bubble light around them that I put into a little necklace. I've had Elmo for I think 25 to 28 years. So I sense that there's definitely something or someone in them. More like something. It doesn't feel like it's a human, but it's definitely like not like a demon or anything like that either. There's something in here. And they wanted to talk because I asked them and their little bubble light turned on. And funny that they said, hey, I'm right here. Can you tell us what you're thinking about? I did turn their bubble light as much as I could because they kept turning it on, which I was kind of surprised because it's to the point of it coming undone. If you see, it has the little rubber thing on it to keep it from coming undone though. It's faintly glowing. I feel like if I heighten it more, it's just gonna be too bright. Let's see. Refugee. Actually, were you saved? It's been so long that I had to. I kind of forgot how I got you. I don't remember if I found you. It's been so long. Animated? You are a very animated character. Sorry, I was playing with another bubble light because I don't know if Elmo used up all of theirs and I need to replace it. I don't think so because this one is closing a bit more compared to Elmo's light, but I might have to change your light. Oh, but here you go as an example. So the top three are words that previously came out. So you see how they're teal or bluish colored, and then the newer one comes out in white, which is the animated one. And I assume as more words come out, because I think just 3 can go on the screen, it'll push the next one up. Oh, he just flipped his light on. It did push it up. So now we got newspaper. So the word that was above refugee got pushed up, and now we got newspaper. I don't even know if I've ever read the newspaper, to be honest. I'm sure you've been on the newspaper, Elmo. I'm insane. No, you're not, Elmo. All right, I'm gonna play the TikTok that I filmed doing the actual unboxing of the device. So if you guys want to skip it, I'll put a timestamp. If not, then enjoy. Guys, I'm so excited because my spirit chat finally came in the mail and I'm gonna unbox it. I thought it was not gonna get here today because the tracking didn't have an update since 24 hours ago. So I'm like, is it stuck somewhere or what? And then there's stuff in here. Cookies. Oh my God, this is cute. It's a little ghost. Hold on, I don't know if it's gonna focus. And then paperwork with instructions on how the device works. Okay, now I'm gonna actually open the spirit chat. I'm so excited. I think I got the purpley one that has the blue light whenever a message pops up on the screen. Oh, it's got like a shimmer to it. I'll post a close-up. This is so cute and tiny. Hold on, let me compare it to my Ovilus for size. Ovilus? Spirit chat. Okay, well, It's almost the same size. It's a little bit smaller, but it's definitely lighter than the Ovilus. The Ovilus is pretty heavy. It comes with its own little screen protector, which I am going to take off and probably put my own screen protector on it. Take the screen protector off. And then gotta turn it on. I haven't read the instructions. Maybe I should have done that first. So those are all of the items that I got in this Paranormal and Divination haul. Super excited to use everything, read the books, use the new cards, use the new devices, see how everything works. Ask my other really old dolls if they want to chat as well. Why not see if they want to talk, right? It doesn't hurt. If you guys have any certain methods that you want me to try or certain items that you want me to try together, let me know in the comments. If you guys stuck to this part of the video, leave the ghost emoji in the comments. That way I know, and I very much appreciate it because it lets me know you watched the whole video. Don't forget to like the videos. That helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!